What's your body? It's Mark here, and I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. If you're not, I hope your day gets better. Today, I wanted to bring some light into the room, so I opened up my curtain. So if you see light right here, I have my curtain open just so I can see, it doesn't look so dark as it did on the last video. So, you're welcome. Today, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite albums of all time, and an album that's very dear to me. This album is called Dear Agony by Breaking Benjamin. This album came out in 2009, and as I said, it's very dear to me because it saved me from committing suicide. I was going through some really bad stuff in my life, and I tried to kill myself, and I actually tried it 5 times, and of course, it didn't work because I'm still here. But my 5th time, I was just so angry. I tried to do it. Someone stopped me, and I got so mad. I just walked off and just sat there, and then all of a sudden, these words kept going on in my head. The words were, Dear Agony. Now, I knew about the album Dear Agony. I didn't listen to it. I just basically knew that it was a Breaking Benjamin album, and it had the song I Will Not Bow. So, I went home that day, and I listened to the album, and I just cried because this album was very relatable, and I could feel the emotion and the raw, and all the sadness that was in this record. And of course, a lot of Breaking Benjamin fans will say this is their weakest album because it's not like Phobia, and it's not like, Saturate, We Are Not Alone, and all that. But this was an important album. Just like with Slipknot, their third album was important to them. This was the important Breaking Benjamin album because Ben was going through everything. His uncle or grandpa, I can't really remember which one it is, was on his deathbed. Then also, he was battling his addiction with alcohol, which he had been battling for years. And he basically was like, Dear Agony, just let go of me. Which is actually lyrics to track 9. So, anyways, as I said, I'm going to go track by track and review it. So, without further ado, here is Dear Agony. So, it starts off with Fade Away, which is a song that is an odd song to start off an album with because it starts off slow, and then when it starts playing, it's like it wasn't what you're expecting a Breaking Benjamin album to start off like. Because with Saturate, it starts off with Ben growling, and then all of a sudden you get this and then with We Are Not Alone, you basically get this somber type intro with So Code, and then boom, the song comes on, and it's like a grungy type, feel. And then you got Phobia, which has Diary of Jane, which, it's Diary of Jane. Because the intro to Phobia is just an airplane, so, yeah. But Dear Agony starts off with Fade Away, which is a slow song that has like a do 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 do, and then you got Ben saying, I'm cold and broken, and then boom, the song comes on. It's like it kind of feels weak, but the lyrics are very strong, as Ben's talking about depression, how he's watching his whole life fade away, and how he can't do anything about it, so he's just watching his life fade before his eyes. And that's what depression will do to you, because as I said, I was in depression and tried to kill myself 5 times. I'm not trying to brag about that, because suicide isn't a joking matter. But when depression gets a hold of you, you really feel like you're hopeless, and you try anything to get out, but fast you fade away. And no pun intended on that. So the next song is actually the most well-known song on this album, which is "I Will Not Bow," which is about Ben saying he's not gonna stand up. He's not gonna. He's not gonna sit down. I mean, he's not gonna sit down and watch, everyone be slaves to themselves. He's gonna stand up for what he wants to. He's gonna believe what he wants to, and he's not gonna bow to any false things. And he's basically standing up for himself, and I truly believe that's something that Ben needed in this time. He needed to stand up for himself and say, I'm not going to die of alcohol poisoning. I'm not going to overdose. I'm going to live strong. And that's something that Ben really needed in that time. And I'm glad to see that he's doing way better now. And after this record, they made the band went on a hiatus and came back with a different lineup with Ben remaining the only member, and then they got the new lineup set, and they made 3 albums so far with that lineup, and they're going good. So yeah, then you got Crawl, which is, in my opinion, an argument between someone who's going through depression and someone who doesn't even know what depression is and is just looking at depression through a normal person's point of view. Because you're having this person saying, talking about how he's crawling inside his shell and he's not being able to come out because he's scared, he's hopeless and all this, and everybody's looking at him like, you're just blind and stupid, sick, worthless and all that. And because they don't understand what this person is going through. And so this person is crawling in his shell because that's where he feels safe. And everybody's looking at him like he's a coward. But really, he doesn't know what else to do. And it's a sad song on this record, but there's plenty more sadder songs on this record. So I don't want to say this is the saddest song. But it is a very sad song to hear because depression, it sucks. Next we got one of my first songs on this record, Give Me a Sign, which is about Ben who's going through his alcohol addiction. His grandpa's also on his deathbed. I don't know if I already said that. And he's like, God, just give me a sign. Tell me everything's going to be alright because I'm stuck right now. And Ben's just crying out to God, just saying, help me. I got nothing else. And it's a very emotional song because you just feel the emotion that Ben's going through. You feel the sadness, and you just want to be with him, just give him a hug and tell him everything's alright. And it's just how the song goes. It makes you feel sad. It really bugs you. Really hurts. Next we have Hopeless, which is what a lot of Breaking Benjamin fans say is a song between Ben and the devil. The devil is putting Ben down, saying he's hopeless, and all this. And Ben's like, I don't know what else to do. And the devil's just putting Ben down, saying he's stupid, worthless, hopeless, and just, that's what it's all about. And as I said, it's sad because Ben was literally fighting his demons in this song and throughout this whole album. And so this was a hard album for them to make. But I'm glad it worked out in its favor because this is truly their best work. Then you got What Lies Beneath, which is actually a twist for the album because now they're going to relationship issues. After 5 songs that are about dealing with depression, you go into a new issue, which is about relationship issues. Or you can also take this as another song about depression. It kind of works both ways. The song is about a person who's two-faced, and you want to know what lies beneath this person. What is their real form? And it can also be a depression. You want to know what lies beneath this smile. Is it a real smile? Is it fake? What is it? Is this person really happy? Are they really content? Or are they messed up in the head? Are they depressed? What is wrong? What is it? And it's just, what lies beneath is like a question that everyone that hasn't gone through depression always asks. What is it like? What is it? And what can you do? Um, so the next song is a song that's, in my opinion, the saddest song on this record. It's about Ben watching his grandpa die in his deathbed and Ben knowing he can't do anything about it. It's a song called Anthem of the Angels. It's track 7, and every time I hear this, I kind of start crying because Ben's literally saying he can't help his grandpa, so he has to just watch his grandpa die, and he can't do anything. And it's like I don't know the word, heartbreaking. It's just a very heartbreaking song. It just makes you start crying because it's like you want to help him, but he can't help him. He's just too far gone. And then we cut back to a more heavier song, and this is Lights Out, which in my opinion is probably the heaviest song on this record. And by heaviest, I mean the way it sounds. So this song has like this song about how this person's just gonna kind of. It's kind of like what I said about Paramore's song, Feeling Sorry. He's just not gonna let this person bring him down. He's like, you did it to yourself. Now you gotta watch your tables turn. After you've seen mine, now it's time to watch your tables turn. And it's just one of those songs that's like, he's just saying, you did it to yourself, you know? And also it could be Ben arguing with himself because you don't know. When you're in depression, you're also battling not just your demons, but also yourself. You're finding out that you're your own enemy. And no matter what you do, you still can't run away from yourself because, voila, you are you. And so Ben's just watching his life, turn and mess up, and he's like, I can't do anything about it because I did it to myself. I overused my alcohol. I got nothing. Basically, I got nothing. It's a sad song, and it actually really makes you want to headbang, but also cry at the same time because it's just the flow with it all. Then we got the next heavy song. By heavy, I mean emotionally heavy. It's the title track to this album. It is called Dear Agony, of course, title track. And it's basically Ben trying to commit suicide. And he's just screaming, Dear Agony, let go of me. I can't do this anymore. He's trying to commit suicide. He's trying to stop this, but he's like, he can't. And then he's like, God, leave me alone. Hate, lift me up. Love, put me down. Just do something. I feel nothing anymore. And it's a deep track, and anyone who's been in depression will really relate to this song, because I know I do, because I've already said it a million times. But yeah, then we got track 10, which is Into the Nothing, which is about a person going and saving someone from depression. Is like, I'm not going to leave and let you fall behind. I'm going to live with you. And I'm going to make sure you get out of this dark situation. And then we get the most depressing song. And I say saddest, that goes to Anthem of the Angels. But Without You is the saddest song on this record. Because it's a person that's realizing that he's everything with this person, this certain someone. And he feels like he's going to die and basically just be nothing if he's without this person, basically. And so it's like, I have to live with you. I can't live without you. And that is Dear Agony. As I said, it's a dark album, it's a sad album, and if you're a happy person, you're probably not gonna want to listen to this album. You're probably just gonna want to listen to maybe something like Dark Before Dawn, or maybe if you just like the music and you don't like the looking on the lyrics, you just listen to the album and just listen to how heavy it is and all that. But if you really want to hear the album for what it is, it's a dark and sad album. There's nothing else to say about that. So yeah. But yeah, as I said, this album means a lot to me, and yeah, I got nothing else to say. So yeah. So, as I always say, if you want to, press the like. If you want to, you can go ahead and subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to turn on the notifications or anything because I want you to do what you want to do. Also, once you got in my other videos, go right along and do it. And if you want to, go ahead and follow me on my social medias. Links are in the description and all that. And yeah, I got nothing else to say, so stay metal, my dudes.